Is here at Codes of Harmony. We are working with the frequency of the Seven of Cups, the Judgment card, the Tower card, we are working with the frequency of the Seven of Cups, choices, decisions. This is also coming through as multiple pathways, multiple timelines. Then have the Judgment card. Judgment is a very big factor in what is going on at the moment. Judgment of the self, judgment of others, a whole bunch of people. What's coming through is too many people focusing on other people's lives, and some people distracting from their own timelines by focusing on others. We then have the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Cups, and one more card. Bringing empathy back to life. That is the channeled message. This is not going to be a long reading, and I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, as they say. We then have Cups, mutual love, mutual respect. That coming in with the Tower card. And this, hold up. I didn't expect to do a reading today or tonight. It is nighttime where I am. I'm not sure where you are. So it's Easter long weekend. It's Easter time, the night before Easter, which of course is associated with resurrections, with the story of Jesus. And so it feels very powerful for the channeled message to be bringing empathy back to life. And I found myself today thinking, what is the purpose of being an earth angel? What is the purpose of being an earth angel in a world that is so determined to be so cruel and so toxic? Why do earth angels exist? We exist and are embodied at certain times throughout our shared collective journey to remind humanity what it means to be humane. You may know yourself to be an earth angel. You may be connected to an earth angel. You may know of a earth angel, an earth angel, or a series, a collective, a group of earth angels. Please give me clear divine guidance. Clear and divine discernment will be most beneficial for everyone involved. Cups, making decisions. Seven of Cups speaks about being distracted. Seven of Cups speaks about what are you going to focus on. when there's all these different pathways, all these different timelines, all these different options, and that everything is connected. Every decision you make in your life leads to another decision. The philosophical questions brought up in the moving sliding doors. And why do earth angels exist? Especially in a world that is so determined to largely, on a large scale, to hold judgment against us. And this judgment has so much to do with having an inability to look in one's own black mirror, is how it's coming through. A black mirror, of course, is a reference to the ancient technique of scrying in onyx mirrors, in black mirrors. Judgment. It seems like so many people are so judgmental in a way that's become a little bit of a loop, let's say. And earth angels, we're really trying to help people bust out of that loop, out of that patterning, out of that restrictive, hyper distraction of looking at other people's timelines. Maybe even the timeline of an earth, dare I say. We then have the Tower card. The Tower card is destruction for new. The Tower card is destruction so that the new can arise from the rubble, from things that need to fall, from things that need to be transformed, that need to break down, things that need to let go of power that is not their own, is what I'm hearing. Please give me clear and divine discernment. We're most beneficial for everyone involved. We then have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, which is very much connected to resurrection energy, very much connected to what happens after, for example, a figure such as Jesus is judged to death is the way it's coming through. Who turns the wheel next? What comes next? Equality is what we're hoping for. It's what I hope for. It's what I pray for. A message came through channeled today about earth angels being both an answer and a living prayer. And I'm not talking about just being an answer to that which is sweet, that which is of light, that which is etheric. We are also an answer to destruction. We are an answer to the hate that is frothed up on this earthly plane, to the mass destruction, to the psychotic, deplorable nastiness that humanity seems to be capable of. Very much this frequency, the Four of Cups. Disrespecting, dishonoring, discrediting the gifts that are laid before you, the divinity that is placed in your life, the timelines of beauty and wonder and harmony between us all that is possible. All of those timelines, all connected to the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups. There's someone on TV that always says this thing, if you don't know how to, what do they say? If you don't know how to, I'm sure it's a cliched, old-fashioned thing to say. If you don't know how to love yourself, then how will you ever love anyone else. Well, is that how it says? I can't remember right now. You have to excuse, I've had quite the migraine for quite a few days. Somebody has given their ultimatum. Somebody has laid down what they are willing to accept and what needs to happen next in order for the divinity to be unlocked. If you want to like put it in like a video game way, you know, because that seems to be the way that so many people need to process things these days. Please give me clear and divine discernment that will be most beneficial for everyone involved. There is also something coming through about cross wires. We have the Lovers card. Choices. Some of you may be making a choice, whether that's in love, whether that's what sort of love you're happy to accept. For some of you, it may just be a choice to be more loving. And of course, that's also about decisions, which is very powerful coming through with the Seven of Cups, which is all about decisions and choices. Please give me clear and divine discernment that will be most beneficial for everyone involved, rejecting all. We then have the Five of Swords. Battles won and lost. At what cost? We then have the Tower card. Clarification, thank you. I feel like I'm warning out at this time, a warning to telepaths that there is a succubus, incubus, demiurge program that has been set amongst the world, and is particularly creating a lot of havoc between telepaths, because there are lots of people who are picking up on what's coming through as cross wires, intentionally cross wires, interference, interception. Interception? Is that the word? We have the Eight of Swords, as well as what some people refer to as skinwalkers, shapeshifters. You may be experiencing people visiting you in your dreams. You may be experiencing people wearing the skin, the face, the flesh, the identity of another when interfering in your meditations, in your work, telepathy, in telepathic messages between you and other people. This is like so ungodly and is such a crime against humanity is what I'm hearing. So not just a crime against telepaths, not just a crime against magic, mystic beings, but a crime against humanity is what I'm hearing. Ooh, big energy. It's clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. Messages on the horizon. A choice for those who thought they were the ones holding hands, the ones who thought they were the ones giving the commands. Evil, evil, evil plans have been torn asunder. What do we learn from resurrection? How do we bring empathy back to life? Empathy within each of us and empathy between us. When did it become so cool to be so cruel? Because I gotta say, it bores the fuck out of me. And then we have, look at that, the Four of Cups with the Three of Swords. That is a sad combination. Disrespecting and dishonoring the blessings that have been given. And this is really coming through as the collective disrespecting and wasting opportunities and wasting the divinity, the opportunities of multiple timelines of happiness, of collective ascension, of things getting better. And all that is being offered, but humanity can't seem to just raise its head towards the sky and that is bringing much sorrow and heartbreak for many. We then have the Six of Rods, the Six of Wands, which speaks of recognition, and that is connected to the Two of Cups. Recognizing your own empathy in order to be able to love truly, which requires empathy. Such a simple thing here. Such a simple thing, empathy. Some might even say we took it for granted. Or is it you who take the earth angels for granted here? Let's close this off with some crystals, some precious resources, much like earth angels. If you don't know what an earth angel is, I highly recommend you look into that concept, which has been around for a long time. One of the creepiest, grossest things about the demonic programs that are set off like a virus into the collective's consciousness, into our minds, into our hearts, into our souls, is the way that, I just heard the word technology, is the way that it tries to replicate the occult, the power of witches that have been burned by the same patriarchal forces that now want to make money off our gifts. The way that it replicates and tries to steal ancient power, ancient secrets, and harness the power of the divine feminine at the same time as trying to erase us and trying to lie about who and what we are and all the good that we bring and have given, all the ways we have helped. I just heard hope springs, hope springs. And I see a field of lavender. Lavender is very calming and soothing. Kyanite blue with letting go. And I'm seeing like a pixelated slave driver. Very interesting image. Letting go. Letting go of, it's like a black, dark, sticky, gross, sickly, toxic green, mutated, distorted cord. And as they are ready to let go of that cord, I'm seeing divine angels coming through and helping. Azurite with expanded awareness. Expanded awareness is also something earth angels bring to this earthly plane. Let's get 2 to 3 more precious resources as I'm getting ready to go to bed. Calling in protection. I'm also hearing if you have anything you need to delete, you better be doing that. Quick, smart is what I'm hearing. Clear quartz with purification. Also something earth angels do, even just energetically, right? there is that energy of the onyx, the black mirror, which reflects back not just the light but the shadows as well. Life purpose, Amazonite, and tiger's eye with courage. Somebody might really tigers may be somebody's favorite animal. And closing it off with a few tarot. I hope this has been beneficial. I hope that these messages, although they seem a bit all over the place, I hope they make sense. And then we have Scorpionic energy with the Death card, Cancer energy with the Chariot. Big change. The change is already here, you know. I once said to somebody, I promise change is coming. I said, change is already here. And they were looking me dead in the eye when they said that. In whatever way you can resurrect empathy within yourself, please do so now. The Hierophant, which can be seen as the marriage card, can be seen as the church, can be seen as a connection to the higher powers, to the divine light, and definitely to Christ consciousness. Then have the Four of Swords with rest. Make sure any way you can protect yourself in your astral realm. And pray. Protection, yes, with the King of Swords energy. As I said, there is a program that has been set off like a virus. That is creating a lot of crossed wires. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay. So much love to all the Earth Angels out there. This feels like a unexpected but special message connected to bringing empathy back to life. Oh, that sounds nice to me. So much love from Codes of Harmony. Bless.